Eat only onions for a day. Real lemon is preferable. Like legitimately like more than 10 years old. Hi, I watched the Unis Honest video where Mark and Ethan eat only onions for a day. And that, they were sauteing a lot. That made me decide that I'm going to have some broccoli today. So my first meal of the day is going to be a nice hefty bag of steam fresh broccoli. And I'll work my magic on it and make it taste delicious. I take steam fresh broccoli florets, I don't know. And they say to microwave it, to cook it fully for 5 minutes. So I do about 4, throw it in a skillet with some olive oil. Okay, I've made a lot of jokes about this becoming a cooking channel, but it really has, hasn't it? So, I cut up the broccoli a little bit so it's not too big. Now I pour my olive oil in, do about that much just so I can coat the bottom. Stir it around. I really just put it up to like a 4. Just kind of scrape it immediately just to make sure it doesn't get stuck and start burning. And then I almost immediately take my broccoli, throw it in. No, this is not an exact science, by the way. I kind of wing it every time. They always turn out about the same. After that, I take some salt. Kind of basically cover the whole thing, take some pepper, do the same, just so we can kind of get it all cooked in together. And then I take a little bit of lemon juice, real lemon is preferable, and just kind of drop it in like so. I mix it all up. And you might be like, Andrew, you know anything about cooking? This might not be the right utensil for this. I don't care. It just works because it doesn't crush up the broccoli that much because it's a bit softer. Using a hard spatula, which I have done before, one is going to tear up this Teflon or whatever the hell it is, and it's going to break up the broccoli more. Sometimes it'll cook fast on 4, sometimes it just won't. It really depends, so I'm going to crank it a little bit. Now that it hit 5, it's starting to really heat up. I turned it back down to 4. If it gets too high, it'll cook way too fast. You want it to kind of sit at this point where it's almost boiling the olive oil in a way, but not too much. We're starting to get some color in the broccoli itself. So now it's just kind of stirring, trying to flip it so you're cooking the other sides of it. There's really not much you can do unless you go and individually flip every piece, which is nuts. So I just kind of wing it again. I did figure out one important thing, and it's garlic. I always put garlic in. I forgot, I actually cut the garlic up myself, but I don't have any, so I have some minced garlic here that I'm gonna throw in simply because that's all I have. I usually have quite a bit of garlic in here. It really adds to the flavor. They've been cooking about 7 minutes, so honestly it's nearing the end. I'm gonna add a little more salt. Now, unfortunately, I don't know what's in that minced garlic, so there could actually be salt added to it. I hope not. Salt, pepper, a little more lemon, never hurt anyone. What you want them to be is like a little mushy. You still want some rigidity so it doesn't completely mush, but you want it to be just a little mushy, just so it's easier to eat and you're not constantly crunching through all of your broccoli. A little crunch is good, a lot of crunch is bad. So now I'm going to plate it, which honestly, plating it is just throwing it off directly onto a plate. Nothing fancy. I'm not a chef. Now for the final part, actually taste testing, just grabbed a fork, gonna pick a piece. Good. There's a little crunch. Let's go straight through it. That's good. It smelled a little different because of the different garlic. It tastes the same though. Or at least I can't notice a difference. There might be a little difference. I just should have cooked the garlic from the beginning. Super good. There she is. The old computer. If you're new here, that's my old computer. Haven't used it in a few months. Obviously, I bought my new computer in November, which was a upgrade in every way. I used some of the parts from this to build my Aunt Carol's computer. My brother wanted to get this computer a few months ago because he wants a new computer to play old games on. So it doesn't need to be super powerful or anything. Doesn't need to have brand new graphics card, CPU, all that fun stuff. He just needs something that can run old games. So this should be able to, unless the CPU is fried, which was giving me problems a lot towards the end of its lifespan with streaming. So it should be fine for normal gameplay. So I'm hoping the processor is actually okay for him. It just needs a good clean out. It needs a good dusting in there. At the most, it might need more thermal paste. That'll be a road he'll have to cross when he gets there. Theoretically, it should be fine. He just needs to buy a new power supply, a new hard drive, and a copy of Windows. So I just finished putting it back together. I put the my old graphics card in there from years ago that I got with the computer, which is a really shitty graphics card, but it should be fine to run the games. Just old like Sims, Knights of the Old Republic, that sort of thing, just old stuff. Like legitimately like more than 10 years old. So it should be fine for most games like that. And with a nice graphics card in there, honestly, it could run a AAA title just fine. It's got a 4770K in it, so you could actually overclock it with a different cooler and it would actually not be too bad. Point is, I did a little bit of cable management. This top part is like a shroud on top of the main chassis where all the attachments are for the USB and this like weird hard drive dock it has, and all the buttons and everything. I took that off for the first time ever because I could never figure out exactly how to do it. I never took the time to look through the actual case to figure out how to open it. I figured out what all the cables were on the inside because for a long time the inside of the cables for this computer were an enigma to me. I didn't know what they were or where they went or why they were going where they were. So I did a little bit of cable management, figured it all out. So now when he has questions, I can answer them. It's a little cleaner and things are bunched a little more coherently, unlike when I got it from Walmart and then redid a little myself. Still didn't make any sense. So now it's in a good place. Productive night after a 9.5 hour live stream tonight, which is awesome. And honestly, it's just been a good night. I'm in a good mood. I can't wait to give that to my brother, and I'm excited to see if he'll get the lust for playing more PC games. I assume he will. He'll want an escape from his kid that he has on the way, I assume. I imagine in a who knows how long, he'll be like, hey, so how do I upgrade this computer? And I'll be like, I got you, I'm your man. All right, that's it. Hey, it's Andrew from the future. We're looking at this week's totals as usual. I filmed this at the same time I did last week's totals because I did it at the same time because I'm trying to get these vlogs out so people can actually enjoy my content. So this is week 50 already, 2 more weeks, and we're done. For the year that I promised myself to have off. That being said, I'm gonna keep going after the year is up because, well, the COVID-19 situation is not great right now, and quite frankly, I can't go to job because there's no jobs because the economy has had some issues with COVID-19. We're gonna go through each day, and boy, this week's a doozy, let me tell you. So Monday was 8 hours and 23 minutes all streaming. Tuesday was 13 hours and 2 minutes all streaming. That was the launch of Apex Season 5. Wednesday, I took the day off. I hung out with Autumn, had a great day, didn't do anything. Thursday, I did 9 hours, 33 minutes, all streaming. Friday, I did 7 hours, 57 minutes, all streaming. Saturday, I did 6 hours, 50 minutes, all streaming. And Sunday, 5 hours, 44 minutes, all streaming. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot. I didn't talk about editing because I didn't do any editing last week, as we know. But let me tell you, that is a much larger total than you'd think. That is a whopping 3,089 minutes, which comes out to 51 hours and 29 minutes. 50-hour work week last week. That's insane. It's absolutely insane. So it makes up for the past couple weeks before where things weren't as good, and I'm proud of it. Honestly, I've been streaming, I've been loving it. It's been so much fun. I'm having more fun streaming now than ever. People are showing up in chat, and I'm just hoping that that sort of thing keeps moving and I can reach affiliate soon, and maybe this can be my job. So yeah, that's it. Obviously, I upload about once a week on this channel for all my vlogs. I also do reviews every once in a while as well. Feel free to subscribe for that. I hope to see you stick around. You can also check out me on both Twitch and Mixer. Like I said, I'm streaming there basically every day of the week, like 6 out of 7 days for the most part, or 7 out of 7 depending on the week. I'm streaming all the time, a lot of Apex Legends Battlefield 1. Now I'm going to start streaming a little bit of Titanfall. Modern Warfare, a lot of first-person shooters. Anyways, that's it. Like the video if you liked it. Favorite the video if it's your favorite. Don't share the video, subscribe for more, and of course, I will see you later. Take care.